Bodies, 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 making life worthwhile by leaving every customer fully satisfied.
And a very good morning to all of our listeners. Welcome to Out of the Shadows and Into the Light for another Friday. It's normally a very short hour, and so we try to husband our time. Good morning, Dr. Liebert.
You nearly fooled me there. No? Good morning, Ren. Good morning,
Ren. That was deliberate.
I figured so. You say Dr. Liebert looking up to look for Glenville. Yeah, good morning, everybody. It's another edition of the Out of the Shadow. We are here with you. It's good to be together again.
Well, this time it's not Dr. Glenville Liebert, is Dr. Shefton Frederick Liebert. So it's always good to have you with us, Shefton. I know that you're always willing, not always able, but always willing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a good thing. So we thank you very much. So good morning to all of you. We will be having a couple of other persons joining us on the program today so that we could continue. I am kind of.
And you know, you say, well, catch your thought. You say that I'm always willing, not always able, which is true. And you know, yesterday evening, when you called me to ask if I might, I mean, of course, I had to do some juggling because I have my nieces with me, but I done sort out the breakfast. Then I wake up yet. Then I left home. I'm going to call them sometime during the course of the show to make sure they're up, because I have to take them to Vacation Bible School for 9 after, you know. And I was in my mind, and in a quick time I had to figure out, well, what I'm going to do so that can allow me to be here and still take care of my duties to them and thing. And it was by Carletta. I was there making some stuff for Gwen. And Carletta, he laughed, he said, boy, everybody glad I got you. Then nothing can call on you, everybody. You know, I said no. I said, well, sometimes people call, and I expect you to say no, so you got to try to.
Well, it's a blessing, Joe. I believe it's a blessing, and I thank God for you. I know that you always try.
Yeah.
And you know, I said first that you're always willing, because I know that you always are. And so many times, you know, we shy away from simple things.
Yeah.
But if you make yourself available,
yeah, that is it.
You know, God will sustain you and give you whatever you need to. I'm still a bit disconnected, but I know you understand, and we're going to do our best to walk through this show today.
Okay.
And those of you that are with us, we thank you very much.
Okay.
There's some audio coming from somewhere on the outside, so please.
Yeah, some kind of music.
Apologize for that. That's beyond our control. And so I just thought I'll let you know. Let me say good morning to Dr. Glenville Liebert, wherever he is. He's not with us physically today, but I believe that wherever he is, he's going to make an effort to either to join us or to be listening. And we think that we'll have also with us Mr. Bawani out of Trinidad and Tobago, who is a regular feature on this program. So Bawani, if you're there,
okay,
we're here.
You said that I was going to tell you not will have, but I mean.
Oh, he's here.
Yes.
I am here.
Well, welcome, sir. Good morning to you.
I've been knocking on the door for a little while.
Well, I didn't turn on my dual ear yet.
Yeah. I think that maybe might have been a slip on my part, because I kept looking, but then I had neglected one small step, because I keep looking up to see if I see you on the screen, but not knowing that I didn't complete my duties.
You know, it reminds me, when you're crossing the road, look left, look right. Look up, look down before you cross.
Yes.
All right, Bawani, so before you bring us up to speed, let me just thank Eureka Health Services and Bodies for associating themselves with the program here, Out of the Shadows Into the Light, every Friday. We're very thankful for their sponsorship, and we ask the general public to support those entities. Of course, Eureka Health Services is Dr. Glenville Liebert, and Bodies, you know, right in the heart of Charlestown. Bawani, bring us up to speed with what's been going on here on.
Well, just before, just let me say good morning to Glenville, Glenville Liebert. That's Dr. Liebert there. He said good morning. I'm locked down from Anguilla, Ivor W. Henry is there as well, saying good morning, wishing everyone a great day and weekend. And I think I see Clyde Coley Lapsy saying good morning, everyone. Good morning to all who are locked on. Yes.
Welcome, welcome. Boani?
All right, thank you. Well, Renford, let me say an official welcome back. It seemed like you've been away for a year, but you know how time flies.
Yeah.
I am always here. I am
We
always
understand.
I am always here. So thank you very
We,
much.
under, we understand your circumstance, and we of course continue to rub shoulders in terms of you have shoulders to lean on. As
Thank
the song says, "Lean on me when you're not strong."
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
You know? So we want to continue to pray with you.
Yes, thank
And
you.
Mr. Jeffers there, it's nice to have you back.
Shefton
Liebert.
Liebert.
Shepton,
Chef
yes.
done, yes.
It's nice to have you back as well.
Nice being back. Nice being back.
For a couple of weeks, myself and Glenville have been holding the fort. Last week we spoke on technology and the importance of technology for persons with visual impairment. And we had Karen Ganesh, who was with us prior to on the program. And during the month, we reminisced about disability issues, disability solutions. We had some general discussions on disability, so we didn't have too many guests. We didn't want to encourage too many guests because the program is already packed when we start to talk. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So-
yes.
Well, boy, even as you say that, let me reach out and say good morning to all the members, supporters, and associates of CBR Nevis Advocates. I believe that they are listening. Haven't seen them for a while also, but I know that I have their full support, and I want to thank them for being there for me. And so this program is very much so about them as well. So thank you so much.
All right. So we hope that many of them are listening, and we hope that in the future, many of them will be commenting as well, because you can comment on the program. You can send us a WhatsApp message. You can call when we say, please call in, and so on. So we make the program a lot more interactive, and we know that we know that you're no silent listener. You are an active participant.
Yes,
Ranford, I know-
the program is an interactive program, and those of you who are listening, our numbers are 1-869-669-7312. That's also a WhatsApp number, so you have no excuse. Wherever you are in the world and you'd like to contribute to this program, please feel free to do so. And those of you on island, you can call us at 469-7953. We'll be happy to hear from you. Yes, Bawani, continue, please.
Yes, I know that a lot is happening. April, at the end of July. Please remember that. So we have what 4 and 5, 4 and 4, 8 more months. 8 more
Oh.
months before the big time.
Oh,
Yeah, so-
you're talking about our conference that's
Of course.
for next year. Yes, it's causing it's creating quite a buzz, and I'm very encouraged by it. Yes, those of us who are directly involved will have to shine our shoes and
You have to step up.
step up and make sure that everything's in place, because the interest is building and we appreciate that. So April is the big month, God's willing, next year, 2027, is it?
It is.
Yes.
It will be.
You're gonna be the first guest, Vawani. You're gonna be the one. You're gonna be the, what you call them, Chefton. You're gonna be the usher at the door to usher everyone in.
Well, I don't know if I might be ushering or ushering anybody else in.
Yes, well, we are looking forward to that. The gathering of persons from across the region, persons with disabilities, and persons who are interested in working with persons with disabilities, and organizations or entities that have associated themselves with persons with disabilities. And so we will be coming together in April of next year here in Nevis to ensure that we do everything that is possible to help persons with disabilities to live as normal a life as they can. And so we'll
And
be,
here is something you can look forward to in November. The Commonwealth Heads of Government Conference takes place in Antigua from November 1st to the 4th. On November 5th, the Commonwealth Disabled People's Forum will be having a special forum discussing issues with disabilities. So you can journey across to Antigua on the 5th to be a participant of that. Further details will be made known as fast as they become available. But I know it's not difficult for you people on that side of the fence to journey to Antigua within hours and be a part of that and roll back up in the evening, whether by ferry or by plane.
Well, it's mostly by plane. It's just a little, about a half an hour or sometimes less.
20 go?
Yes. I think I made it there in 26 minutes the last time.
Okay.
You didn't fly it, right?
Of course I fly. Of course I fly. I didn't control the plane, but I was flying. Leave me alone, Bawani.
I remember.
You don't want to fly with me?
No. I have to get a heavy insurance for that.
There you go.
Well, I have to go leave you then. Don't blame me. It's not my fault.
I remember somebody was saying, well, look, the pilots don't really maneuver. They're guided by control tower, etc., etc. So you can put a blind person there, and you put some braille dots on the ground. So when they feel the dots, they know they never reach ground level.
You're funny. But the truth is, with the invent of technology, it's almost nothing. Almost is impossible.
Yeah.
Right, and assistive technology is climbing the ladder as well, and so we are looking.
It's creating waves.
Yes, we are looking forward to getting involved and inserting ourselves in every area of development, every area of education, every area of it's in inclusivity. That's what we are featuring. So.
And whilst you're away, we recognize that there were several students who wrote to what we call in Trinidad the SEA exam. They sent the exam that take you from primary to secondary school. In other countries, they call it by different names, common entrance. We used to call it that long time. And
Okay, Bowen, we got a call, so let's take this call.
Let's take this call and we come back in.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning caller, you on Out of the Shadows into the Light.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless His holy name. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. You don't have to cry, because I'm too far to dry your tears, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I know that you're doing your best to represent Simone, but I thank you so much. I know exactly what that means, Gwen. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you so much. I really do. I can't express how much I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very much.
Oh, okay. You know how many times she tried to call you during, I'm not going back there because, anyway, I am so happy to see you.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Oh my
I'm
God.
giving you my biggest smile for now.
Okay.
Thank you so very much.
Okay.
You can share it with
This
Simone,
morning-
okay?
Okay, I will.
Good.
This morning I'm wondering, is Freddie Joe gonna be on with Dr. Leiber this morning? Because I want to say, audibly thank you to him, because when I asked him to do something and he delivered.
He's that kind of person.
So
He's
not-
that kind of person.
I'm not going to get any licks.
Anyway, good morning, my Trinidadian friend. Good morning.
Good
How are
morning to you,
today?
my dear. Good morning to you. It's nice to hear the smile in your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm smiling from ear to ear this morning. Dr. Leibert, oh my gosh, I'm glad you have your right hand back. Cousin Ben.
Yes,
Oh,
my dear Gwen. Thank you.
oh my gosh, oh gosh. Anyway, we have time to catch up and
Yes, we
all
will.
that good stuff.
We will. We're
Yeah.
focusing on Bawani this
Yes.
morning.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
He has been a faithful partner
Yes,
to Dr. Leibert. too.
yes,
Anyway.
we are grateful. Thank you, Gwen.
Yeah. Okay. Have
All
a
right.
good day, guys, and
You
a good
too.
weekend. Okay.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
Yes, Bawani.
Well, normally we start with a little prayer. Dr. Liburn used to lead us in prayer.
Oh, wow.
Which
Yeah.
one of you?
I'm so sorry to have gotten distracted.
No,
Father,
no,
we
we're
are
not carried away. God will forgive us because the excitement is and the adrenaline is here.
Yes.
Oh Lord,
Yes.
we are grateful that you have blessed us with another day and another opportunity to share on this forum and to share with our fellow men all across the listening public, all across the world. We ask your blessing. We ask for clarity in everything that we shall express, our thoughts, and our steps be guided by you. Bless all our efforts today in Jesus' name.
Amen.
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 Mm-hmm.
Amen. Amen.
You know, while I was away, Bawani, I didn't watch the entire program every Friday, but I did try to remember. I did try to remember to log on and see what was happening, and so I did follow as much as I could. Yes, and I saw that. I mean, you and Dr. Liebert were diligent in keeping it going.
Okay. Thank you very much for your compliments. 20 minutes after the hour, and you're listening to Out of the Shadow and Into the Light. This is a Friday morning presentation. Of course, it's happening on Facebook as well as 102.1 FM, and it's brought to you with the kind compliments of Eureka Health Services, Bodies, Papas, and normally Dr. Liburn will give us the menu, but I don't want to get home today, so I am looking forward to the good water whenever I get.
Well, I do know that X-ray fire trees normally have goat water on a Friday. I'm not sure what the menu is for today, but I know they normally have goat water on a Friday. Ali is always faithful to tell me how delicious her goat water will be on a Friday, and I know Papas have been very faithful in presenting his daily menu. He's located there at the roundabout next to Valiamat, and so we encourage our listeners to patronize their businesses today. That's as much as I can tell you for now. Thank you very much.
Well, very well said. Very well said.
And it's important that they patronize, because the more you patronize, we know you're listening and you support, that they can continue to support us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Brentford, let's get a look in, because I've been to St. Kitts for a week, for a couple of days, but I've never been to Nevis. The population of persons with disabilities in Nevis, do you have an idea? I know stats is a problem in the region, but let's focus on Nevis and its accessibility, because I told Dr. Liburn that we need to focus as we get ready to enter 2030 on nothing about us. Well, and no one is left behind. That's the slogan of the Sustainable Development Goals. Where are we in terms of development for the people of? Maybe you can talk to the Leeward Islands, because of the fact that you are a resident there, an honorary resident of some countries and a resident of others. But maybe you can give us an idea of how persons with disabilities fare in these countries.
What I can tell you, Bawani, and what I can tell our listening audience, even as we set the stage for the conference coming up in April, the theme is trot. The reality of things, right? And so we thank Paul Fort out of Barbados, who coined that organization and has that going on there in Barbados. Good morning to you, Paul, and Ray, and Udeli, and all our associate persons. Good morning, Dr. Hines, wherever you are. I'm sure that you're listening or following the program somewhere or the other. Good morning, Dr. Liburn. That's the reality of things, Bawani, in reference to persons with disabilities across the region. And as you pointed out, here in Nevis, we are still feverishly working on gathering that kind of data in terms of making sure that we are able to touch the lives or get involved with those persons on Nevis who have disabilities. I have gotten myself some friends and some enemies, because over the years I have always thought, and I continue to think, that persons with disabilities, and this is one of the reasons why this program was created, so that persons with disabilities would know that they themselves will have to put their hands up, because you could become invisible very easy. And Dr. Lai would normally say, if you want to go to town, you can't just sit by your gate. You got to put your hands up, or the busman could just pass you and think that you're just chilling up by your gate.
You know what you do now.
Right? And I've been saying,
they might take you by the gate looking out.
Yeah. And I've said to people all the time that you can do whatever you can with people, but you cannot control their mind, right? And so we're not blessed with the ability to read people's minds. And so since we're not able to read your minds, we will have to be the ones to say, listen, this is who I am, this is what I want, here's where I want to go, and so on. So Bawani is showing his interest by sharing with us that he's interested in being a part of that conference coming up in April, and he's also let the world know of his disability, and this is what we want. There's nothing to be ashamed of since we didn't inflict it on ourselves. It's just to let people know. And the best thing to do, really, if you want to be a part of what's going on, is to let people know where you are, so that they can reach you or they can get you involved in what's going on. Right, Joe?
Yes, indeed.
And this brings me to another point. I mean, you are in the hurricane belts, and people need to stand up and be counted. So if in the event that a disaster strikes, people will know where to find you.
Yeah.
I have seen too many situations where persons have gotten into trouble, and they were not taken care of because people didn't know where to find them. The local authorities didn't know where to find them.
And whilst it's the responsibility of those who are in authority to ensure that they map out, all these people, it is extremely helpful. Yes, if you can raise your hands up and say, well, I am over here.
Yeah.
So I agree with you, Bawani. Yes, we need to say, I live at Clegot, my house is number whatever, and so on, so that it makes life easier. And how helpful it would be if all of us, it doesn't matter where you find yourself, if you can reach out a hand and help somebody to make life easier for everybody. We call it a win-win situation, don't we?
Indeed. Indeed.
Of course.
And even as you raised that, Bawani, I would like to say a thumbs up and give much commendation to the disaster management division here on Nevis, who have in the past and continues to partner with CBR here on Nevis in terms of mapping out drills and so on, and pathways for persons to find themselves to safe ground in the event that we have a tsunami and other disasters. They have come and sat with us, and they have made it their business to regularly communicate with us as a disabled community, what we need to do and what can be done and how we need to go about keeping ourselves safe. And that's a good thing, and we have responded by going to workshops that they have hosted at their facility and so on. So I understand what you're talking about, and I appreciate that, and my appeal continue to go out to those of us who find ourselves a part of the disabled community, to not just sit down and be sorry for ourselves, right? Because that's not going to help anybody, right? So raise your hands up, lift your voice up. You remember the blind man in the Bible, Freddie Joe?
I knew you were coming there.
Well, I have to. My life is guided by the Bible, Bawani. My life is guided by I had a conversation with a gentleman the other day, and he was pointing fingers at the preachers. I said, you know what? You can't do that, because, preachers are human beings too, right? But all lives, the Bible is our roadmap, right? And so if you read that, and the Bible says, he that lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, and he will give it to him, right? And you might say, oh, well, I read the Bible, but I don't understand. Well, that's your fault, because you didn't ask, right? Okay. And that's the point I'm making, right? If you don't understand something, you don't need to run to Freddie Joe, who is himself a preacher. You don't need to run to your pastor. You can kneel down, or you can sit down, or whatever, and communicate with your maker, who will impart to you wisdom that you can understand what's written, because it's what's written that's how we're going to live. Our lives must be guided by the word, right?
Yes.
So blind Bartimaeus didn't just sit down and say, well, somebody will see me. I'm not seeing them, but they will see me. But
he made sure that
he drew attention to himself.
And people try to quiet him down. He shout louder.
Yes, and that's what I want to say. Even given the circumstances, people were trying to suppress him, trying to keep him quiet. But he's the one that needed help. They were fine, right? So he was saying, every time they told him to shut up, he cried the louder, right?
Yes. you see, because when this thing about it is, no matter how you look at it, and no matter how good a person at, and no matter how many strong points, everybody got their weak points, and everybody have their shortfalls, and so not because you are not able to reach up to the level of somebody else in this avenue, that doesn't mean you relegate yourself to become despondent, so to speak, you do the best you can, and you do what you can to draw attention to yourself, to say, yes, I am here. I want to be involved.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as Dr. Hines normally said, there are many persons or many disabilities that are unseen.
But
Right.
that is true.
So,
That is true.
Good
part
morning,
of the
Dr.
reason we
Hines. I so appreciate her wisdom, and her
Yeah.
diligence and patience.
And part of the reason we are unseen is because we are afraid, because
Yeah.
we may have been in certain situations and we feel too proud now. Oh gosh, well, Ren gonna want to save her, and how we gonna take both man, and all of these negative connotations come into play. You understand?
Yes.
But Renford, I was going to make a point. You and I grew up in the era of Braille. Not that Braille is very essential even today, but I am happy to know that we can now get audio Bibles either via YouTube or whatever. And even we have started to distribute audio Bibles in Trinidad, like a little transistor radio. I don't know if you remember the transistor radio of old, and you put it in your pocket and walk around with it and stuff like that. So that is to tell you how compact. So you can't blame nobody else for not reading the word to you. You can access the word and read it for yourself.
That's it.
Yes. Well, to follow up on that, I've had my Bible on CDs for years, and even as CDs get semi obsolete, the app is on the smartphone, right? So
Yeah.
you can download the Bible and have it. You can have your daily devotions. You can have whatever you want, if you're interested, right? So you have to have that interest has to be there in you, right? You have to want to know, right? You have to want to know what's going on around you, right? Nobody is going to have the time always to volunteer to say, well, listen, Bawani is over here. Let me go over here and read the Bible for him, or let me go over here and tell him what's going on, in this side of the world, right? Bawani is going to have to find a way to get the attention of those persons over there and say, hey, what's going on over there? I'm here, I can hear, let me know what's going on. I have a smartphone, my number is so and so, reach out to me, let me know what's going on. If you don't send me a WhatsApp number, there's no way I can search around and say, well, let me look for Bawani's number, right? So if you want me to communicate with you, if you'd like me to share information with you, if you'd like to connect with me, you'd have to ask me my number and send me yours. Isn't that the way it works?
Oh, yes. Of course. Of course.
So I'm trying to simplify it like that, to say to all of us, right, that we cannot just sit down and be sorry for ourselves and expect persons should be diligent enough to look around to say, well, I wonder if anybody's in this bush. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Or you might hear a little groaning and you ought to be listening and be diligent to make sure that you search the area with a fine teeth comb, as we say. But also it becomes much easier if you're indeed in the bush. If you need help, for you to cry out and say you need help, so you find it easier because in the bush may be dark, right?
That's it.
You get my point, Vani?
And may have plenty creatures within.
Yes.
Bawani has a funny side, Bawani, it was my understanding, I wasn't able to listen to the program last week, but you had a lady with you? Do you remember who?
No.
No?
We had Karen, technology specialist, with us.
Oh, yes. That somebody that's in your country, somebody in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
Are they available today?
Well, not to come on now because they're making their way to work.
Oh, okay.
But I would have to bring him back, and I think we could look to him to provide some of the technology discussion during our conference.
Yes, well, that's squarely on your shoulder. That's in your neck of the woods. So we would expect you to make whatever contributions you can, or whatever proposals you can, to ensure that the conference has the kind of teeth that we would want, right? So we appreciate that.
One suggestion is that we not go full 10 days, we go a week, so that people could retain and sustain 10 days. That might be a little too long for some people. Yeah, we could celebrate thereafter. But the actual conference of itself should be about a week in focus, because many of us do not have long retention spans and all of these things.
Well, everything will be diligently considered to ensure that we have a very fruitful coming together, right? we will
Let me
maximize
know.
everything.
Just let you know that the Caribbean Disability Movement, they normally have a conference. They it used to be, well, they started about 3 years ago. They had it in Bermuda. Then they went to Barbados last year. They'll be having their conference not this year. They're going to have a new platform where they're having this conference every 2 years. So it will be nice for us to work in the future with them to see how we could partner with them, because the conference does attract a very vast audience of people. So we can look forward to some partnerships in the future. Also, the Caribbean Council for the Blind, they'll be celebrating 60 years of service.
Forgive me, sir, but you keep saying they. Aren't you the president of the blind Caribbean?
Yeah, well, I now started CCB matters, but I was referring to the Caribbean Disability Movement.
Oh, okay.
Before. Right. So the Caribbean Council for the Blind will be celebrating 60 years of service to the community throughout the region, and we'll be having a number of initiatives to make that happen. The 60th anniversary will be celebrated in September of 2027, so that's something that we can look forward to as well. You know, so things to look forward to. All you have to do is to stand up and be counted.
Yes. Well, it's very popular in music. Raise your hand.
Yeah, that's a popular musical cry. Musical cry. But what do we do? What do we say? We say welcome again to those who just joined us. And if you want to call us, the numbers are
1-869-669-7312 or 469-7953. We'd love to hear from you. Maybe have a question or comment or commendation or suggestion, or you want to make an investment. Welcome.
Yeah. Yes, the comments are not many at this time. Ivor Henry did welcome you back. He said welcome back in person in the studio. Stay strong. And Glenville was asking me. He said, not asking. He said, thank you, Chefton, for filling in. Yeah, my pleasure as always, my dear brother. Ivor
Henry.
Ivor W. I the W. Show me up. Ivor W. Henry said, good morning, Dr. Liebert. I'm seeing a Godwin Williams. Godwin Williams says, good morning, 2020 Vision family, blessed Friday. And he also said to you, and he said, Brother Ren, glad to see you in person. One love, bro.
Thank you so much.
Let me see. Yeah, and well, I did receive some help, even as we recognize our partners. I got a flyer for 5 trees. It says RTT Catering, Goat Water, $25. Order now. Ready at 11:30 a.m. Chapel Street, Nevis. $5 delivery in town. There's also a flyer for Papa's Grill for the Friday menu. It's located at the roundabout in the vicinity of Delta Gas Station and Horsford's Value Mart, Nevis. Friday menu from 11:30 a.m. until pot fish, $30, and stewed chicken, $25. Grilled lobster, $40, served with rice and lentils or garlic mashed potato, coleslaw or steamed vegetables, and plantain. A wide variety of local drinks also available. To place your orders, call or WhatsApp 668-5164 or 663-1634. Free delivery available in town between 12 noon and 1 p.m. More banking info, it says National Bank account number 20551, and the phone again is 663-1634. Those are the menu for today for 5 trees and Papa's Grill. And Papa would want you to know as well that tomorrow he will be at the food fair. Yes, tomorrow is the the Culturama 52, National Bank and Caribbean, I don't know, art craft and food fair. That's Saturday, August 1st, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at the Malcolm Gishard Park. And you'll find Papa at booth 12.
Oh, very good, Papa.
Yes.
Very good. Yes, so he's saying he'll be at the Cultural
Yeah,
Food Fair
he'll
down
be at the fair, at the food
Malcolm
fair
Gishat
tomorrow.
Park. So you won't find him at the roundabout
No, tomorrow.
You'll find him at the food fair.
And I mean the variety is wide. It's a menu: stuffed shellfish, $10 plus; lobster with creamy garlic butter sauce,
Oh, my.
$40 plus; garlic bread, $5; wide variety of local drinks, $5; cook up without pork, small 10, large 20; cook up with pork, small 15, large 25. That's mine. Chicken soup. Chicken soup, small $15, large $25. Goat water, $15 and $25. Wings, 3 for 10. Dry grilled fish, $10 plus. Grilled fish with provision, $30 and up. Papa's Grill, the taste is different.
Oh my.
And of course, he's reminding you that he has a more banking option. So even if you don't have cash on you, you don't even need to have your card. You need to know your information, and you can transfer your funds. So do support our supporters. These are our cooperating businesses. Yes.
And Papa's, he's tempting me, rushing me hard, Joe, into changing my plans for the weekend. But I want to wish him well, and I want to encourage the Nevision public to support him. He has been consistent in providing and making sure he sustains us with good food every day there at the roundabout, and he's now expressing that he'll be at the food fair tomorrow. So make sure that you visit booth 12 tomorrow and let Papa know that 2020 Vision Radio sent you. Okay? Thank you very much, Papa. All the very best to you, sir. You're doing a marvelous job.
Yes.
All right, we're getting on to the last 20 minutes of the program, and we do have a public holiday tomorrow here in Trinidad and Tobago and in some islands of the Caribbean. We don't know if it's happening in St. Kitts, Nevis, and beyond.
Our holidays are Monday and Tuesday.
Ours will be on Monday. Yes, I think some people do celebrate on the 1st of August, whichever day it falls. But we celebrate on the first Monday in August.
Yeah, I was told so in St. Vincent as well. They celebrate on the first Monday. I know in some countries, because it's on whatever the first is, they have it.
Yes.
Bonnie, have you been to St. Vincent?
Some years ago.
Oh, it's a lovely place, and I have made a lot of friends there. So I'm going to encourage you for us to visit there sometime in the not too distant future. It's a lovely place.
Well, I've been to most of the Caribbean. I've been to most of the Caribbean islands, fortunately.
Yeah, I've been. I remember my first visit to St. Vincent. Well, I got in the evening. And where I was staying, it was close to a river. And I kept hearing this sound all. I said, "Well, this is a lot of rain fall." I said, "A lot of rain fall."
You're not accustomed to the river movement, huh?
when I come out the next morning, the place is as dry. When I take stock, is a river close by, tumbling down, man. It was something very new for me.
Well, let me give you the opposite scenario for me. My first night in Trinidad, I was staying close to the highway, right? And I heard this continuous movement and wondered why, if I was so close to the sea, because it sounded like it was just consistent.
Waves.
Yeah.
Some of the cars sound like waves.
I mean, and this continued all through the night. It didn't lay up.
Okay.
I don't know where Bonawan is. People go in Trinidad all day, all night. But
we have 24 hours. Anyhow, my first trip was to Barbados back in 1979, and fortunately or unfortunately, the volcano in St. Vincent was erupting
that
time. And I remember coming out the Sunday morning into the yard of where I was staying, and you could actually feel the dust,
falling,
the ash
falling on
from
you.
I didn't feel it falling, but you actually felt it on the ground.
Okay.
Maybe it fell very silently, but I felt it on the ground and said, that is the ash from the volcano in St. Vincent. It was a kind of scary time for the people of St. Vincent.
I know.
I well remember that.
Yes. Well, we are so glad that we are always connected in some way here in the Caribbean. Sometimes we seem so far away, but we are so linked, and we appreciate
There are so many things in common.
Yes, yes.
Across the region. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, indeed.
Mhm.
I remember one year we went to Grenada and we stayed at this hotel called No Problem. Well, it's a hotel and they had a little mini mart. And some guys got hungry. And we called the manager and we said, look, you said this place is no problem and we're hungry. So at midnight, we decided to come for something to eat and drink.
Mhm.
And we went down and he said, no problem, whatever you all want, purchase.
Okay. Okay, there you go. So it lives up to the name.
Yeah. but those are nice experiences, you know, as a blind person, but a person with disability. Some people question why you're traveling, where you go to see all of these negative attitudes they bring on you. But your experience will be different from somebody who is sighted.
Yes.
Somebody sighted. Because I saw the lovely mountains and the green slush hills and this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your focus is different. You want to hear the voice of the people, the dialect, the language, the messages they send out. So we see things differently. We may not have sight, but we have vision. Correct, right?
Yes, sir. And we have a high appreciation for community, that spirit of community, you know. And this is what we are advocating here on this program: community spirit and inclusivity. You know, we all have to look out for each other. We're all different in some way or the other. Whether it is that you have, it doesn't matter what your disability is, or it doesn't matter what your ability is. We are one people, and especially here in the Caribbean, we ought to do our utmost to link ourselves up together. We are stronger together. And at CBR, our song says, "Together, everyone achieves more." And I've come to. I mean, I'm totally convinced. I'm in. Together, everyone achieves more.
But of course,
right?
Of course.
That is very important.
So
I remember.
Bawani, we're gonna say thank you for, as usual, lending your voice and your ideas and your expertise on the program. We gotta put on our boots and get out of here.
No, it's still early, you know. 7:45.
Still early.
Yes, early, but
Still
I
early.
gotta prepare you. Don't, cause I know your boots got.
I will remind you. Don't worry.
I know your boots got strings, so I want you to tie them early. I wouldn't want you to be dragging your strings getting out. Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
All right.
Let me
I was going to make the point that when I was going to school here in Trinidad at Santa Cruz, at the School for Blind Children, our school then catered for people from Guyana in the south to Antigua and St. Kitts in the north. We had Tota, the late Tota, Harris Tota. He was a student of our school in Trinidad. We had people from Montserrat and all over so my Caribbean connection has been with me since I was a small child.
Okay. I do remember Mr. Tota. He was from St. Kitts, but
I didn't know him in person, but I heard a lot about him.
Well, did I know him in person? In a sense, you know, from a little distance. He used to come over to I think he worshipped with the Brethren United.
Oh, okay.
So he would normally come over to Zion Chapel in Gingerland or Amias in Charlestown. He was over here often. And we knew that he was blind. We knew that he was blind. And I remember one year, I mean, because we were young enough still. We were, you know, little enough. And one year, some of us were amazed because he chaired the Christmas program for the Sunday school. You know, we attended Sunday school there. He chaired the Christmas program for the Sunday school, and we wondered. It's only sometime after I understood how it worked, because he did have the program in his hand, and you know, and you could see him. He have the program in his hand, and I don't remember seeing him looking at the program, but each time he get up, he was able to tell you what is the item next, what is the next item. And then sometime after, I learned about the Braille system, you know. Yeah, so he was very functional. Let me just say good morning. To Jam Fabs. Jam Fabs say good morning, chef. And when so good to see and hear when. I almost thought it was Saturday morning. Well, when Jam Fabs, when I came, when I was giving my greetings, I almost say welcome to the good old days too. So it's not you alone. You see, Bawani, I'm part of a program here on Saturday mornings, the good old days. And I forgot that that today was Friday. I almost introduced the program.
And let me say that I will not be on the program tomorrow, in person.
Yes.
But I'll do my endeavor to contribute to it, because I do miss you guys, and I appreciate you guys giving your support and so on to all the programs here in 2020. I do appreciate your support.
So yes, so John Fab said I almost thought it was Saturday morning. LOL. He said good morning to the other person on the panel as well, and that is Bawani out of Trinidad and Tobago, and she says thanks guys for another program. Lily Penny Library is in saying good morning, Lily.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thing is saying John Fab is saying Mr. Toto was the ex-police for his brother Ucho, and however says Jam Forbes good morning. Yes, Bawani, you was about to say something.
No, I was going to say, the train of thought went. All right, 10 minutes before the hour of 8 o'clock, just a few minutes before we go. So that I had this unification thing with Caribbean people since I was a young child, as I said, and it was always a pleasure learning about the Caribbean. It was always a pleasure learning about the different, territories and what was culture, what was liked, and everybody loved calypso. Remember this week we had this week we had the funeral service for Sir Garfield Sobers, and it was a very touching event. I followed it. I listened to it well, and it shows that West Indies unity is still very much there. Even though sometimes the politicians try to tear us apart, as a people, why are you smiling so? As a people, we together.
Yes. I'm smiling loudly because you're expressing my sentiments as well. In terms of the togetherness and where the division comes in.
Even as we celebrated and other tributes and so on to the passing of Sir Gary Sobers, because I don't know if there's anybody in the Caribbean who hasn't heard about Sir Gary Sobers. But you mentioned the calypso, and I know calypso is an art form that was initiated in Trinidad and Tobago.
Many
but we lost a very prominent musician and calypsonian here in St. Kitts, Nevis as well.
Two of them.
Well, more recently, Star Shield.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorites because of that song, one of the songs that he sang, The Good Shepherd.
Yes.
You know that song?
Yes.
Yes. Very, very powerful song. But
yes.
He himself was a great artist, great musician.
That song, when he came out with that song, that one really appealed to me, because he spoke in such clear terms.
Yes.
Yes.
They just speak to your spirituality.
That's it. Oh yes. Because the truth is when, for me, I'm a local preacher in the Methodist Church, and sometimes depends on what my message is, what I'm trying to get across, and so I do borrow from some of these songs. And I remember one time I said in my message that it seems as if the people in the secular world have it more together and they understand it better than us who are leading spiritually, because they have some real good messages in many of these songs.
That's so true. So true. Well, people, we're almost to the end. Yeah, so,
yes.
It's a pleasure beyond measure to be with you on a Friday morning.
And we thank you, Bawani. Thank you for your consistency, and thank you for your commitment to ensure that you are with us from that side of the Caribbean and keeping us linked, and from not only from your physical space in Trinidad and Tobago, but from the group, the Caribbean Council of the Blind, which you represent, and we're so glad for your association. Thank you so very much. You continue to stay strong. Keep us informed. Let us continue to work together for inclusivity to ensure that no one is left behind.
You know when, and Bawani, I think this program with CBR is an excellent program. I know it is an excellent program. And something that came to me even recently, well, it's something I think I might have known before, is that a lot of time you find that persons who are not faced with certain challenges seem not to appear sometimes not to fully understand
But you don't think about it.
I don't want to think. I don't want to say that they don't care. But even though, so it's so it appears sometimes. Because even as we are here talking, I know I had to chastise, I chastised someone close to me recently, very recently. Actually, it's my brother going to talk business. My brother, he has a son. His son is in high school, and a couple of teachers complained to me, and they said he is a very brilliant child, but he is not performing as well as he can or ought to because he has visual challenges.
Oh dear.
That is a problem.
And one teacher tell me I put him right in front of him and he still can't see well. And one teacher said to me, I've sent messages to the father. The father is my brother, my older brother. And he wasn't getting any response. So I said, okay, I look into it. And I spoke to him. He said, but I got the message, you know. And when I spoke to him in April, he said that you know, these doctors that come to the hospital who do look after eye and so were going to be in, but they don't. Those one don't really prescribe glasses and that kind of thing. So I think he was supposed. Yeah, he was supposed to go, and I think they did. He might have had so he had an appointment with him. So further to that now, he's supposed to go to one of these that would prescribe lenses and so.
An ophthalmologist, yes.
Yes, I mean, sure what their name, but and his thing. But then when the teacher met me again a couple of weeks ago, not so long, last week or so, and asked me how is the glasses progressing. I said, well, I'm gonna have to drag check with my brother because when I spoke, he had an appointment. He said, well, please do for me. I hope he can get them before school reopens because he's good, and he didn't. He fell down in part of his exam, but there are other areas that brought him up. But he said if he had them glasses, I think he could have done better. You know, I reached out to my brother yesterday because he keeps sleeping. I remember I called him yesterday. I saw him in person and I forget to ask. So when I remember during the course, I called him, and he ain't reached yet. But we know guys, you know. And listen, and you know how me can get on bad. I get on bad with me older brother. I said, but you're wasting time. This is urgent. I said, let me tell you, if I was close to you, I would have given you to Tom. Because I said, please get on it so that he can have them before when they go back to school. You know,
and you need to tell him. You need to tell your brother, an ounce of prevention.
Long time. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, for him to have to
continue this topic next week. I know I don't want the commercials to come up on us.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
But thank you very much, and I think that we appreciate the expressions and the subjects that were discussed on the program. Those of you who listened, thank you very much for your submissions, for your interest, and do continue to do your best to reach out to those persons around you that may be disabled or less fortunate or vulnerable. Do your best to help them. All right, we're out of here for today.
Let me play the series of things here.
Buddies, 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 for the easy way. Yes, Buddies is here just for you, offering a wide array of services. Feeling hungry? Then check us out at Buddies Restaurant and Pizzeria on Main Street, Charlestown for breakfast, lunch, and evening snacks. Call us at 469-0125. Too busy for laundry? Then Buddies Laundry Services on Stony Grove is here for you. We wash, we clean, we press your clothes for every occasion, be it work.
Are you concerned about your health? Come on, everyone should be. The old people say that who don't pay a doctor will pay a pastor, or someone will for you. So before it reaches to that stage, come on in and visit Eureka Health Services in Ramsbury. Dr. Liebert and his associates at Eureka will take excellent care of you. Their
Eureka Health Services and 2020 Vision Radio presents Out of the Shadows and Into the Light with host Dr. Glenville E. Liebert and special guests. Join us every Friday at 7 a.m. as we promote awareness of disability issues to affect policy and social change for the better. Be a part of the conversation by calling 1-869-469-7953 or 1-869-765-7312. You can also WhatsApp call 1-869-669-7312. And don't forget our Magic Jack number 917-460-2187. Every Friday at 7 a.m. we bring you out of the shadows and into the light. Sponsored by Eureka Health Services in collaboration with 2020 Vision Radio.
I overcame. How many overcomers? I overcame. I overcame.
This 2020 Vision Radio newscast was sponsored by EC Computer Services, PICO, the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union, and the JNF Fencing.
EC Computer Institute, serving you with distinction since 1993. Located on Shiloh Baptist Road, Ramsbury Site, Nevis, we offer primary and secondary school children courses, basic, intermediate, advanced, and university level adult courses, CSEC EDPM, Cape